Struggling to understand CMDB for the CIS-Data Foundations exam. In the next few minutes, I will make CMDB maintenance crystal clear with real-time examples. Welcome back. In this video, we will cover one of the most important topics in CIS-Data Foundations, CMDB maintenance. You will not only understand concepts, but also learn how they are used in real-world ServiceNow projects. So let's start. Here the first question is, a company has defined CMDB rules and policies, but after a few months, the data becomes outdated and unreliable. What is the missing element? Option A, governance. Option B, continuous data management. Option C, discovery. Option D, integration. The correct answer is option B, continuous data management. So before going to this concept, I will explain some live example. For example, this school is having 500 strength, 500 members of student in the strength. So as per the rule, daily take the attendance of these 500 students. But along with the data saving in the database, but they are following the rule. They are taking regularly maintenance and they are taking regularly attendance of 500 students. But after 1 month, they are not uploading the database. But the actual count is that time 400 students only. So 100 difference is there. Same logic apply here. Here, governance defines rules, but it does not maintain data automatically. When system inserts without continuous updates, data becomes outdated. CMDB losses trust, and continuous data management ensures the data stays updated over the time. Same logic, school logic apply here. We should maintain continuously data, or else it's not maintaining, just is it's maintaining policies, but not the maintaining data continuously. Next one. Which one of the following best describes CMDB governance strategy? Option A, daily data updates. Option B, defining policies, rules, and responsibilities. Option C, data deletion. Option D, incident creation. So the correct answer is option B, defining policies, rules, and responsibilities. So it means governance. It's a control framework. So it defines the what rules apply, who is responsible for that, how data should be maintained. Next one. A server location changes from Hyderabad to Bangalore, but CMDB is not updated. Which concept failed? Option A, governance. Option B, continuous data management. Option C, compliance. Option D, discovery. So according to this question, the answer is option B, continuous data management. Here, server changes, location changed, but CMDB is not updated. In this case, it's suitable for the continuous data management. So it means location must be updated, but execution failed. So continuous data management ensures the real world changes reflected in CMDB. Next one. What is the primary purpose of continuous data management? Option A, define policies. Option B, continuously monitoring and update the CMDB data. Option C, create CA. Option D, assign users. The correct answer is continuous monitoring and update CMDB. So it means ongoing maintenance. So for the monitoring, identifying issues and fixing data. So next one, a company updates the CMDB data regularly, but has no defined standards or rules. What is like the issue? Option A, outdated data. Option B, inconsistent and unreliable data. Option C, no data. Option D, fast system. The correct answer is option B, inconsistent and unreliable data. So which of the following combination ensures long-term CMDB success? Option A, governance only. Option B, continuous management only. Option C, governance, both governance and continuous data management. Option D, discovery only. So its answer is both governance and continuous data management. So it means shortcutly, governance is a direction or rules. Continuous is the execution. So we should require both. Option 7, which activity is part of governance strategy? Option A, updating server data. Option B, defining mandatory fields and policies. Option C, fixing duplicates. Option D, monitoring dashboards. So the correct answer is defining mandatory fields and policies. It means the rules, standards, and data requirement. Eighth one, which activity is part of continuous data management? Option A, defining policies. Option B, assigning roles. Option C, monitoring and correcting CMDB data. So D, creating governance. So the correct answer is option C, monitoring and correcting CMDB data. So ninth is, why is the CMDB maintenance considered as a continuous process? Option A, because data never changes. Option B, Because systems and data constantly change. Option C, because CMDB is static. Option D, because of users change. The correct answer is option B, because systems and data constantly change. It means real world systems should continuously changing, move to the update and change. So CMDB must reflect these changes continuously. 10th one. What is the final outcome of effective CMDB maintenance? Option A, duplicate data. Option B, outdated data. Option C, reliable and trusted CMDB over the time. Option D, no data. The correct answer is option C, reliable and trusted CMDB over the time. So with the proper maintenance, data remains accurate and it should be consistent and it should be trusted, reliable. So we discuss about the key points of the CMDB maintenance. The first point is CMDB maintenance ensures long-term data accuracy and reliability. It means CMDB is useful only when data is correct and trustworthy. For example, a server in CMDB shows active, but in reality, it is decommissioned. It means incident get assigned. Team wastes time and it will impact on the businesses. So maintenance ensures the correct status always. Second one, CMDB is not a one-time setup. So many beginners think once CMDB is created, work is done. But the reality is systems change daily or frequently. Then CMDB must be updated continuously. For example, new server added, then automatically old server removed. Then IP address should be changed. If not updated, CMDB becomes useless. The third point is governance strategy defines policies, rules, and standards. So governance is how CMDB should be managed. It defines the naming conventions. For example, server names format and mandatory fields. Mandatory fields, what are the mandatory fields? Whether owner or location should be mandatory. If any location changes from, if server location changes from Vijayawada to Hyderabad or Hyderabad to the Bangalore or Bangalore to the Mumbai, it should be mandatory mentioned for the regular updates for the data standards. For example, and all servers must follow the naming conventions only. Fourth one, governance assigns a role and responsibilities. So everyone cannot update CMDB randomly. For example, roles like CMDB admin, data owner, or data steward. So example is only infra team can update the server CA to avoid the wrong data entry. Fifth one, governance ensures control and consistency. So data should be informed and controlled. For example, one person enters a Linux server, another person enters a Linux, another person enters as a Linux SRV. So it will give failure of reports. So governance enforces the same format everywhere. Next one, continuous data management ensures regular updates. Continuous data management ensures regular data updates. So this is the ongoing activity. It includes scheduled jobs, discovery tools, integration updates. Let's say, for example, ServiceNow discovery updates server RAM, CPU automatically. Seventh one, monitoring, identifying, and fixing data issues. So it will always check the CMDB health, activities, duplicate CA detection, missing attributes, or incorrect relationships. For example, two CAs for the same server, then it will give duplicate issue. Then what the solution is? Must merge or delete. Eighth one, without governance, there is an inconsistent and uncontrolled data. Here means, for example, different teams updating data in different formats. So it will be no trust on the CMDB. Ninth one is without continuous management, it will become outdated data. So even if initially correct, but it becomes outdated. For example, server upgraded, but CMDB still shows the old configuration. Then wrong decision making. The final result is trusted and accurate CMDB. If both applied, will give good governance and continuous management. Then we combinedly get reliable data, better incident resolution, and accurate impact analysis. So nothing but governance is nothing but rules, combination of roles and control. Continuous management is continuous updates and monitoring and fixing. So we can conclude as who defines rules means governance. Updates data is continuous management. So if you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like this video. Comment below if you want more CIS-Data Foundations exam questions explained like this. And subscribe to the channel to master ServiceNow step by step. Thank you. Wish you all the best.